Live
What's
on
up,
my
SQ's
Facebook page.
Facebook? This is your girl, Miss Ivy Box. I thought
I'm mad that you just done introduced my show.
yes.
Miss Ivy Box, the author.
Author.
So tell us about this book.
Well, this book is my very first book that I wrote. Yes, I wrote it.
She wrote it.
Yes.
No
And
ghostwriter.
I pride myself in that. I do have an editor though, so it's in the editing process. But I wrote the book, every word, okay? But yeah, it's called the 365 Go Get H.E.R.S Guide. What you want, when you want it, how to get it, make it happen. And H.E.R.S stands for happiness, education, respect, success. I know, right? It's trademark.
Oh yeah, so don't be copying it. Where did that come from? What made you want to do that?
But no, actually it was a concept that I had like a while ago, like almost 10 years ago, like around 2007, 2008. You know me, I'm a hustler. So I was doing my thing.
And a procrastinator, apparently.
You know what? So I felt like back then I was at like the height of my career. I was quote unquote hustling. I was a go-getter, you know, a go-getter. So I always thought that would be a good title if I did a book. And originally the book was going to be about, you know, like being a boss and doing all this stuff and like, because I was at the height. And then throughout the years, just kind of going through like trials and tribulations, career changes, you know, I didn't feel like a go-getter anymore, despite, you know, what people might think, because, you know, my social media is popping. But to me, I wasn't at the level where I wanted
You
to be.
weren't,
Yeah,
you didn't see yourself
to my standard.
doing to your standards. Yes.
And so, like, I didn't feel like I was a go-getter, so I couldn't write the book.
You felt stagnant.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I couldn't write the book. I was like, what am I going to write about? What am I going to tell these people? You know, you can't be lying or something like that. You got to be truthful. It got to be real. It got to come from you. In retrospect, it wasn't time. You know, because I had a lot of...
Timing is important. Timing is very important.
I had a lot of people. I have friends that sell a lot of books, and they are ghostwriters. I could have easily got them to write the book for me. He actually did a whole index and stuff for me, too. Like we were really going to do it, but I was like, no, I want to write the book. I want it to come from me. So just throughout the years, almost 10 years, you know, I was researching. I was reading all of these self-help books.
Work. You putting in the work.
Putting in the work.
Putting in
the
the
work.
work.
I didn't realize I was putting in my 10,000 hours. I think that's from Outliers. I was putting in my 10,000
hours.
Yes, and so I did all this stuff, and I started like picking myself up career-wise. I was picking myself up mentally, physically, spiritually. And then now I felt like this was the time. So it took 10 years to conceptualize and like to really kick myself to do it. And only less than 10 days to write that bad boy. See how God work, y'all?
Oh,
see
she's
how
going to put
work?
it on God.
We're going to put it on
Look at
God.
So, the book is complete now. What should people expect to extract from...
Find out what you want, when you want, and how to get it, make it happen.
She's been practicing that line, y'all.
She said I've been saying it for a while.
She said it to herself in the mirror every night to
the
get
readers,
from your book.
I want them to get, you know, just to be self-empowered, just to be empowered, just to know that a go-getter isn't somebody like how I thought in the beginning was somebody that had to be at the top of their game. You could be a mother, you could be a wife, you can be Jay-Z. I mean, not Jay-Z.
I was going to say, I know it's Go Get H.E.R.S now, right?
You can't be Jay-Z.
Go
You
Get
can
H.E.R.S.
be Beyonce. You don't have to be Beyonce. You can be Beyonce to be a Go Get H.E.R.S, or you can be like a regular Joe Smollett, Josette.
Josephina.
I don't like the word basic. I don't like the word regular. So you can just be a young lady or girl just trying to find your way, and you can still be a go-getter. You know? And we talk about like setting goals. We talk about vision. We talk about having a strong foundation. We talk about just everything. Money. We talk about money because that's important. We talk about relationships. We talk about paying it. Not like that. Not that relate. No, we actually do talk about that relation too, but not in depth. Because that's for the next book, because this is a series. Look, but we do have a chapter on relationships and stuff like that.
Can I edit that chapter?
Can you what?
Can I edit that chapter?
Just
that chapter.
No, because it doesn't just talk about relationships in the sense that you're talking about. It's relationships with individuals.
In general, okay.
Yes, career-wise. It's just in general.
Important.
And about paying it forward, too, because that's the biggest thing. Like, everybody, you know, success is one thing. Being involved is another thing, but none of that matters if you're not
giving it back.
Yeah, if you're not giving it back, if you're not paying it forward, if you're not mentoring other people, if you're not showing the next generation where to go and how to do it.
So this is directed towards 35 and under, high school girls?
Between 18 and 35.
Okay.
If you're younger, you can read it. If you're older, you can read it as well. But it's really just like millennials, teenagers, and young adults.
Okay.
And older people, too, because everybody trying to find their way.
Oh, look, she wants everybody to buy the book.
If you're trying to find your way, honey.
Everybody. Just buy it.
If Oprah has friends that's trying to find her way, because I don't know if Oprah, you never know.
Let me ask you this question.
Yes.
Because whenever we do something as black people, there's often that assumption that we're only doing it for black people.
Yeah.
Is your book directed at black girls, or is your book directed at women? Period. Or you don't even address ethnicity or race?
Yeah,
in the
I
book?
don't. But no, actually, I didn't mention anything about race. So it's for girls. I didn't really mention anything about age either. So it's for girls. It is for women of all races.
So if there's a 45-year-old out there who's trying to get it together, trying to figure out what's their next step in life, or just trying to find themselves, this is a great place for her to start.
This is a great place for her to start, and she doesn't necessarily have to be lost. You know what I mean? It's a guide, so it's a reference. It's a reference for even me.
Okay.
Because like I was saying, like I did a lot of research. I listened to a lot of motivational stuff. I read a lot of self-help books. Yeah, I don't like to read that much.
Ask if she didn't read my books yet. So
yes, and thank you so much, SQ, for having me.
Want to say bye to the people?
Bye to the people.
Really? That's all you gonna say? Really?
No, y'all can follow me on Miss Ivy Box on all social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. That's me. And MissIvyBox.com. Stay connected with me so you can find out more about the book.
That's Miss. Remember, y'all. MS. We gonna get her and Yanni a man. That's my goal for 2017. We gonna get her.